Oh, thank goodness, no more water. Okay. Crystal clear sanity, huh? Study. Letter regarding the discovery of an orb. To my most trusted student and friend, Johann Weyer. Could be Weyer. The most remarkable thing happened as I was traveling through the Prussian woods this summer. I finally found one of the orbs I have been looking for the last 20-odd years. It is as inexplicable as the Heliodromus described in the Hortus Conclusus. It was as it was told about, an underground Mithraic temple crowned with the unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cupped hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged, its color washed while rich. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artificial paradox captured within stone. I was staying in a nearby village called Alstadt, investigating one of the antiquated trails when I finally found the cavern. I went inside and suddenly I could verify the truth of these enigmatic artifacts. They were real. As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life, but it has also become my greatest fear. As I entered the underground chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. Because of my curiosity, I did my best to fight these instincts and fetch the orb from its place. I scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense something was following me. It bayed loudly as it closed in. The beast, this guardian of the orb, was relentless in its pursuit. I made my way to a nearby ravine, where I stumbled upon some men fishing in a lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately, they remained as I continued my escape. When I heard their cry of pain echo through the valley, I felt such a tremendous sense of relief, thinking I would be spared. Suddenly, a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colors of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through the bleak surroundings. The trees had turned charcoal black with their leaves of cinder, the ground covered in murky water. I pressed through the drenched land as the glowing ember gave way to the rising wind and rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance, and I joined in as pain and fear overtook me. I fell to the ground gasping for air. This certainly must sound strange, but I had been carried miles across the Alps to a grassy field outside Genoa. The guardian had taken the orb from me, but still until this day I fear its return. Sometimes I lay awake at night, listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. It has been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. The last time we spoke, you told me about your interest and ongoing research into the mythic orbs, and I realized I owed you the truth about my visit to Alstadt. Your friend and mentor, Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. Alright. I didn't pick up any oil, have I? Alright. Wait. Hoping you weren't gonna have to do so much reading isn't going well. He reads his diary entries, but I guess everything else is up to me. Animal experiment. Canis lupus familiaris, 1658, April 12th. After a short study, it is clear that the agitation found among humans can be found in the dog. Fear and pain induce stress, which seems to trigger an endogenous response, causing the animal to burst with energy. I believe that the catalyst is produced in the brain. It is difficult to determine exactly where and what it is, but I can sense it. It reeks of cosmic genesis. There is an inherent problem in harvesting this energy since the creature is bound to die from the exercise. I must refine this process of torture to enable any real work to be done. More experiments must be performed, but it seems that only human beings are able to produce the amount necessary. It must be their ability to appreciate the severity of the process that ultimately augments their experience of terror.
Let's see what you have to offer. What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw, but I can sense it. It's definitely there.
Where'd he put the bodies? We have 2 dog heads. This one's been sewn back together. The canine jaw. Understanding balance. Milestones of human anatomy. Very low poly down there. Anatomy frontiers? I can barely make that out. That font is difficult to read. 1658, January 9th, further disappointment. The antiquarian's last findings yielded nothing. I'm still unable to grasp the inner workings of life and its relation to the power I sense within it. I shall pursue more books on the subject, but I suspect it will be in vain, since no research has been made in my particular interest. I must attempt to fill the void myself. Clearly, humans emanate more of the energy I seek, but I hope animals will suffice, as they will prove less of a hassle to acquire. Guess that's everything in here. I didn't pick up oil, did I? No, just a tinderbox. Ow. Already found everything in these rooms. Seems like it. A slight headache. Did this increase my sanity, or? No? Okay. Is that the only door up here? No. Guest room.
My journals are gone. What would they want with my journal?
Pretty sneaky game.
2nd of July, 1839. I received a letter today from the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week after my departure, Abdullah, one of the men traveling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion. The man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party to look for the expedition. After searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him.
I noticed the chat is not updating on my phone, so apparently it's not been very helpful. Stuck to a broken lock.
3rd of July, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue. He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
Crowbar.
Please, let it be here.
Did we break the crowbar? I guess so. Wait. Yeah. Not a very sturdy crowbar.
July 1839. It's done. The orb is assembled. I was awakened by an exhausting nightmare. Shaking and sweating, I retired to the drawing room with a cup of tea. The relic pieces lay spread across the table as I'd left them, but somehow I knew how it was supposed to be. I fetched the tar, which I had prepared to fix the pieces together, and without fault I joined them, producing the orb I remembered so clearly. The tar proved unnecessary. It was pushed out from the joining pieces as they merged on their own, with no adhesive. The ancient stone relic now rests on my table. Its immaculate surface and perfect shape could have been molded by a factory. This is all too strange.
I had a crowbar. Is it gone? Didn't mean to bump that open there. Alright, that's 2 doors. Where did I come from? It was there. Alright. So I still have this side and that side, I guess. What's my current objective here? Wait. An important key is hidden in the guest room. I didn't... Alright.
Thank God, there it is. I guess it is a good place to hide it then.
Machine room key. Alright, good thing I checked the objective. Storage. Really need to find more oil. The darkness in the storage feels strange and unnatural. Oh wait, find another way around the rubble in the study. I guess I have to go back to the study as well.
Please, let me go. I won't tell anyone, I swear. I just want to go home. No! Get away from me! Leave me alone!
The rubble from a cave is hindering further passage in the storage. Find a way to get through. machine parts. I guess let's go back to the whoever it was, the study. Find a way around cave-in. The cracked window panes are held together by a weak wooden frame. Huh. I didn't see this. There's fleshy webbing in the trees. When will it be my turn? Have I not shown restraint? My patience spans centuries. From where I came, mankind has not even wasted a breath. Yet I bow to you. I have done so much for you, and I have gained nothing in return. Agrippa, I have trusted you. It was I who, in all fairness, should have entered that gate. Was that all? Just click it and this pops up. Elevator schematics. Using steam power for elevation. Don't know. Elevator renovation plans. Emergency decelerator. Elevator machine instructions. If the elevator breaks down again, make sure to use the steam engine to build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery. Adjust the levels to get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. The meters should read up 8 and down 8. Make sure the flow is set according to the following chart. Trinity steam set functions, 4-phase amplitude, complete steam flow cycle. Note that the machines will not check proper configuration until all rods are inserted. Flow cycle rod. How many of those are we gonna need? doesn't tell you. I guess this is the other side. Do we have everything we need? Alright. Back to storage. And oil, so that was worth coming back here then. Well, I mean, I don't think we could progress if we hadn't. Was on the other side, just to make sure.
You have an ascending room. Will it take us to the inner sanctum?
It will definitely take care of the vertical part of our journey. So, you have ridden an elevator before?
Yes, the Colosseum at Regent's Park has one. It takes you to the gallery where you can view the panorama.
Good. This ride might be a little longer, and in the other direction.
Alright, so this is the elevator they were trying to start up. Machine room. It's locked. I assume we're supposed to come here first.
Is anyone there?
So that we know why we need to go to storage.
5th of July, 1839. Today, I went to the university looking for answers. I was able to sneak into Herbert's office and pick up an address book along with some relevant textbooks. Professor Taylor at the Faculty of History was very helpful, and I managed to approach the subject of the orbs. The most interesting aspect was the prevalent trace they had left in our culture. The mythic orbs may, in fact, have inspired the globus cruciger, which so many royal regalia holds to this day. In ancient times, the orbs were held by priests as a symbol of the sun and its power. As I was leaving, I overheard a disturbing conversation. Sir William Smith, the geologist, was killed last night. Less than a fortnight had passed since I'd asked for his expertise. I know it's silly, but I can't help feeling responsible somehow.
Ah. Oh, wait. Pressure. meters should read up 8, down 8. The flow is even and stable.
July 1839. I've read every book I can find on the subject. While rich in legend and hearsay, my knowledge is lack for the insight I crave. I've sent letters to many in Herbert's address book and received answers of varying importance. Today, I got one which differed greatly from the others. From a baron in Prussia. He said nothing about the quaint stories of priests in underground temples. He didn't even mention them. He simply wrote, "I know. I can protect you. Come to Brennenburg Castle. Signed, Alexander." What am I to make of this? Protect me from what? Is someone after me? I looked up Brennenburg and traced it to the Prussian woods near the Baltic Sea. While being the least informative letter I've received, it causes me greatest distress and interest. As I write, my thoughts are drawn to my nightmares in which a most disturbing sound calls to me. A sound defying description. A voice from the void. The last few weeks have been awful, with so many sleepless nights dreading a repeat of those horrid dreams. Tomorrow, I shall visit my physician, Dr. Tate, in hope that he can provide me with sedatives to help me sleep.
Machine equipment memo. Note that there are only 2 spare rods left in the storage for the elevator machinery. Make sure to only discard the ones which are badly damaged and keep the others in the inner study rooms, in case all 3 would crack again. I don't know if they're different shapes or... Finding a lot more tinderboxes now.
20th of July, 1839. How has this escaped me? They're all dead. Limbs scattered, heads split down the middle, their skin flayed as if boiled. I feel like I'm falling into myself. What's happening? Sir William Smith, Professor Taylor, now Dr. Tate. Is it following me? How can it not be? It's the damn thing I brought from Africa. Something is after me. I have no choice but to trust the Baron. He better know what he claims. If he is wrong, I suspect he'll regret it as well.
Yeah. Where did I see it? Here. Was there another one that I didn't see? Oh, here it is. Refill key. Oh. Is there a light in here somewhere? No. Wait. There we go.
Darkness. Closing in.
So I guess I need to go to storage now. Get the other 2 rods.